Hello whiskey lovers around the world. We're here in Leiden at the International Whiskey Festival in Leiden in the Netherlands, and I've got with me here Mr. John Glaser from the Compass Box Whisky Company. Welcome, John, and thank you for being with us. Something I'd like to ask you, you've just brought out a couple of new whiskies. Could you name them?
Yes. For our 10th anniversary, we brought out 3 10th anniversary limited editions. One is Flaming Heart, the 3rd release of Flaming Heart. The last one was 2007. This is our 10th anniversary limited release of Flaming Heart. We've done something called Double Single, which we haven't done in many years. And we have also done a 10th anniversary limited release of Hedonism, our grain whiskey, an extra old, actually single cask, single grain version of Hedonism.
Okay, and how old is that single grain?
It is 38 years old.
Good Lord. And yeah, I tasted it tonight, folks, and it's absolutely wonderful. It's got bits of coconut. I'm not meaning it because bits of coconut in it, but it tastes like coconut. It's beautiful, lovely, beautiful, light and fruity whiskey.
You get that from from American oak, that sort of coconut character, and of course all the vanilla and the toffee.
Yeah. And John, the people that follow my blogs are Dutch, basically, and many of them don't really understand your concept. A lot of people, as soon as they hear the word blend, they start to associate with blended whiskies. Now, you do make an excellent blend, Asila, but you make blended malts, which are beautiful. Could you explain why you choose to blend malts rather than to bottle single malts?
Singles? Well, the simple reason is, for me, blending whiskies is a platform for creativity. It is a way to make whiskies that are ours, that are proprietary to us. I mean, I come from a wine background, going many years, going way back, and in wine, it's common and it's expected and it's understood and it's respected when people blend different lots of wine or different grapes. Blending just has this unfortunate perception that it is somehow about making inferior quality whiskey to single malt, and it is all. The reason I started this company is that is in fact just that, a misperception, if you will. I'll add one more part, because there's an important point to this. A lot of the blended whiskey brands in the world, let's face it, a lot of them are boring.
Yep.
They are made from whiskeys that have been aged in casks that have been used too many times. They don't have a lot of flavor to them, and the resultant blended whiskies are boring. Now, they may be very famous international brands, but to people like you and me and the people here tonight, they're not that interesting. They serve a purpose in the market and they are commercially successful, and that's great. And that's part of the reason I believe that blends have such a bad reputation. The point is, and the reason I started the company 10 years ago is because if you source from the best distilleries in Scotland, and if you source the highest quality casks, that is to say the most active casks from those distilleries, and if you blend carefully, and we do it on a small scale basis with maybe 3 or 4 different whiskeys in the recipe, not 20 or 30 or 40, if you do that, there's no reason why you can't make whiskeys that are just as compelling, just as high quality as comparable single malts on the market.
Wonderful. And how about we have a poster behind us, the Spice Tree, and it says on it that Jim Murray on his Whiskey Bible, we give it 95.5 points. It's not just another malt, he says. And what's in the Spice Tree? What's in it?
The Spice Tree is Northern Highland malt whiskies, 3 single malts. Led by a lovely single malt distilled in the village of Brora, one of my favorite malts. And at about 10 years of age, we take the malts from their American oak barrels and we put most of it into, we rack it into French oak barrels. Barrels that have been made for us with new French oak on the heads of the barrels. This is oak made for winemakers. It's from France, but it's virgin. It's never been used before. And we put the whiskey into those barrels, and the French oak over 2 or 3 years adds this richness, a complexity, a spice character like clove and ginger, a bit of a heavy vanilla and mocha character to the whiskey. Complements the distillery character of the whiskey, and we call it Spice Trade.
Beautiful. And I've had it tonight, folks, and I can tell you it's absolutely wonderful. The other one, the Flaming Heart, the new Flaming Heart, just beautiful as well. And I can recommend it to anybody. And I would recommend it to the Queen, for crying out loud. Listen, folks,
Queen.
The Queen of the Netherlands, or the Queen of England, for that matter, or the Queen of the United Kingdom, Folks, watch out for this gentleman, and watch out for myself. I'll be presenting the single malts. I'll be presenting the Compass Box blended malts around the Netherlands in a liquor store near you quite soon. And until then, till we see each other again, then from Mr. John Glaser and myself, Slan Shivar.
Slan Shivar.
Slan. See you later.